Narasimhan, a physiotherapist with 14 years of NHS experience. Originally trained in India, now resides in UK with her husband and 2 sons. Let's make welcome DIVYA Narasimhan.
Hi Divya. Good to see you, Divya. Thank you for coming.
That's all
Thank
right.
you.
Mary, before we get started, could you mute everyone? I could see a couple of people have been unmuted, and then I'll unmute myself.
God. So you're going to unmute yourself. Go on, Divya.
Thank you. Thanks for the introduction, Mary. I hope everyone can hear me.
Yes.
Yeah, good, brilliant. Thank you. So, hello, everyone. It's a really great pleasure to meet you all in this platform today. And I want to say thank you to Fediki Atiku, who's my colleague, and she asked me to do this. So thanks, Fediki. Otherwise, I would have not known that such a platform existed at all. So brilliant. And thanks, Mary, as well, for answering all my questions very patiently, all that I put you through. And I really hope everyone is well and staying safe and also looking after each other during this time of uncertainty. Right, so I would like to start with the quotation that I read in, it's not a quotation, the words that I read in Facebook a few weeks ago. So it goes like this: never kiss a lawyer, they will say objection. Never kiss a teacher, they will ask question. Never kiss a dentist, they'll pick your teeth. But if you kiss a physiotherapist, they will say, hold it for 10 seconds and repeat it for 15 times. So that's us physios. For those who've been to physio, I'm sure you could relate to this. Yeah, and I'm also quite sure when you've gone to see a physio, you will always walk out with exercises. Yeah, there's no way you're going to walk out without one. But this word exercise, for a lot of people, could be a very positive word. Maybe it's a part of your lifestyle. Is there anyone like that? Could you use your reaction button and give me a thumbs up if you are one of those who embrace exercise? Yeah, there's 1 or 2 coming up. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. Thanks for that. Yeah. But for a lot of people, it looks like the E word. It's daunting. Or perhaps it's like a distant memory. Or it could be that the last time you tried doing some exercise, it brings that memory of the discomfort and the pain that you went through. Yeah, but this exercise has got a lot of benefits. I'm just going to share a screen. I don't have many slides. I have only a couple, but I will show you.
Go on.
Right here. So I hope you all can see it. So now the benefits of exercise is broadly divided in 4 categories, very important categories: the physical, mental, social, and emotional categories. Now, all these 4 elements is very important to have a good quality of life. Okay, so when you look into the physical side of it, the benefits of exercises, obviously you get better health, yeah, improve your fitness, your posture, your balance. We're talking about immune system. It helps with your immune system. You have stronger bones, which means arthritis that we were talking about earlier on, it's looked after. And from the mental point of view, what happens is when you're exercising, your brain releases an enzyme called endomorphin, which is actually a very happy and buzzing hormone. So it does help you to reduce depression and anxiety. And if you actually have worked out well, means you can sleep well, which means you feel relaxed the next day as well. And you also feel more energetic. And it's also a very good way to have a social integration. So maybe it's going out, meeting people, building new social skills, get your family in, get your kids in to exercise. So you build that relationship and bonding with them as well. And the last thing is the emotional well-being. It does play a very important role. The self-confidence, the self-esteem, reduce sadness, and lots of things it brings along. I'm just going to leave that slide for a minute or so, just for you to observe it, and then I will change. Right, coming back to me again. Other than what I went through, there are a couple of other very interesting facts about exercises and muscles. So if we take a person who is bedridden, completely bedridden, okay, within a week, this person will lose 12% of their muscle mass, which means in 2 weeks, around 25%. And in a month time, the person has lost 50% of their muscle mass. In 2 months, they've lost nearly everything. There's nothing left. And another really shocking fact that I came across was a young person who is into exercises, does exercise regularly. Let's say for a couple of weeks, they had a break. It could be they went for a holiday or they injured themselves and so they couldn't continue exercise. Apparently they lose 30% of their muscle strength in 2 weeks if they stop exercising, which actually makes them a decade older. Isn't that shocking? How quickly our body actually reacts. Yeah. So the guidelines for exercises in adults here in UK states that a person has to be active every day, aiming for 150 minutes of moderate exercises or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity exercise per week. So it's up to you to divide however you want to. You could do 30 minutes every day, yeah, or club it all together as 75 minutes of vigorous exercise in a day. It will be good to spread it out in a week, which is healthier. So when I say moderate intensity, what do I mean is it's like getting out of the house and going for a nice walk in your own pace. Yeah, or get onto your bike and in your own pace, nice ride around. Put the music on, have some light dancing. Or even take up sports. Here in UK, people would know there is something called as walking football these days. There's something called as walking netball. Yeah, so, or you could play games like tennis, which is like 2-player, double player, or badminton double player, something like that, which is lighter intensity. When I say vigorous exercise, what I mean is nice brisk walking. Take your bike and go for a nice full-on, go for a jog, go for a run, or put the exercise and put the music on, have some good dancing, play a football or tennis, whatever sport that you like. They all come under the vigorous exercises, okay? Yeah, but I've said about the exercises, but it's not really easy, isn't it, to get into exercise? There is a lot of barriers into it. So I'm just going to show you a visual cycle of what we go through when it comes to exercise. So it's a presentation again, bear with me. So this is a visual cycle that actually, a negative visual cycle to exercise. If you look at the top cogwheel there, so it says, when we do less exercise means we actually slow down. When we slow down, we feel tired, which means we're going to be less inclined to be active. If we do less, means we have less energy. Then we're going to start avoiding situations. I don't want to do that anymore because I don't feel like doing it. I'm tired, I have less energy. Probably your confidence is going down because you're not doing things often now. Maybe you're not going out often. Yeah. And that's when the negative thoughts start creeping into you. Yeah. Which make you feel discouraged and inadequate as well. So this is a negative visual cycle, which we really have to break. Yeah. And try and inject some activity into our lifestyle. So again, here in UK, the CSP is basically a chartered, chartered Society of Physiotherapists, which is a society for us physios. We are running a campaign, a national campaign called Love Activity, Hate Exercise. Now, do remember, everyone can be active regardless of your age or your physical condition that you have got. Everyone can be active, okay? Now, I'm going to talk about a few ideas, give you a few ideas on how to actually get active. We're not talking about exercise routine, we're talking about getting active. Always remember, if you want to see a change, you need to start making some changes, yeah? So the change starts with your routine. Okay, so like the first speaker said, it's really important. I will also encourage you, really important to write down your daily routine. What do you do in a day from morning you wake up to nighttime? Try and write everything down. I know we all are busy, but write it down so you can actually see what you are doing. Once you've done that, try and input activities in between, okay, when you have time. Okay, so when I say activities, what I mean is, or to me, it's very important in a day to put activities which belong to 5 categories. The categories are: make sure the activities that you do in a day is necessary and routine. It could be that taking a dog out for a walk every day is your routine, or cooking a meal is your routine. Yeah, make sure there is one routine activity in that. Make sure the activity that you do is pleasurable. At least one activity in a day that is pleasurable. At least one activity in a day that gives you a sense of achievement. Yeah, I've done this. Yeah. An activity a day which actually connects you with other people, just like what you're all doing now. Yeah. And the last one, try and incorporate a physical activity as well. So try and make sure you have all these 5 categories covered in your everyday routine. Okay, so write it down. And when you choose activities, also choose activities that you have enjoyed doing, something that you have stopped doing, but you used to enjoy. And really think about what is that you enjoyed in that activity. It could be that you enjoyed being out with other people. It could be that you liked actually the grass. It could be that you liked being in the water. It could be that you were doing this activity, you enjoyed it so much because people were applauding you. It could be, what is that you actually enjoyed? What is the sense that you actually enjoyed in that activity? And see if you could replicate it, yeah, replicate it in your day-to-day life. Okay, say for example, someone who likes swimming, let's say, in your younger age, you used to go swimming and do lengths up and down the swimming pool. And now you have stopped doing for a long time. And I would say, then the first thing that you will have to do is, and you're someone who likes to be in the water, let's say, the first thing you'll have to do is actually get into that pool, be in water. That is what you enjoy. So be in the water, forget about doing lengths, just be in the water, enjoy it. That is actually an achievement for you. If you haven't been in the water for a long time, then that is a big achievement. Then start walking, walk up and down the pool. Yeah, and then start swimming, maybe not a full length, half a length, or even less. Do that for a few weeks. Once you get confidence, once you get the strength, do that bit more every day. Yeah, so try and replicate the activities, try and replicate what you enjoyed when you were young into the activities of today. Okay. The other good thing that I really like is 5-minute rule. Some of you might already know about this 5-minute rule, which is basically things that you really don't want to do. Yeah, it could be that I have to sort out my bedroom today. I really don't feel like doing it. You know, it's a mess. I don't want to clean it up today, right? Then what I would say is just do 5 minutes. Just set your stopwatch for 5 minutes. You go into that bedroom, 5 minutes, and just do whatever you can do and out of it. And the next day, probably you can do another 5 minutes. And soon it will be done, rather than thinking, oh, I need to sort that bedroom out, which is a big task. Yeah, so break down the activities, just 5 minutes, do whatever you had to do and get out of it. Okay, that's a good way that you are actually incorporating or doing what has to be done as well. And have a variety in your day. Don't keep doing the same thing again and again. It could be talk to your friends, go out for a walk, get your family. Lockdown, I think, is a really good time now to get your family into exercise as well. So I've got my boys doing exercises with me every day. They have actually got me into the habit of doing every day as well. It's increasing the bonding between us. It's not just sitting in front of TV, which is brilliant. So make use of this time to be active. Yeah. And always start off lighter activities and slowly build it up. Don't try and think, I used to do that, I want to do that again. You might be able to, but start off slow. Remember, you haven't done it for a long time means you might not be able to do the same thing like what you used to do, yeah? So build it up, slowly, slowly increase the intensity. And another very important thing is set yourself SMART goal. I don't know how many people know about SMART goals. So SMART goals, the S stands for specific, okay? So it could be something like, I wanted to make sure I walk out every day around the block once. I'm being very specific on what is that I wanted to achieve, okay? And it should be measurable as well. So rather than just saying, I want to go out for a walk, saying that around the block, yeah, is actually giving you the sense of measuring. Okay, I'm able to do it once. So next time, probably I can do a bit more, okay? Give yourself that. And something achievable. Like I said, if you haven't done swimming for a long time and you suddenly get into it and say, I want to do 10 lengths in one day. No, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be achievable. Give yourself a goal that is achievable, and slowly, slowly, as things get better, you could move your goal as well along with it. And be realistic with your goal as well, okay? If someone has got, let's say, shoulder problem or severe shoulder arthritis, you can't lift your hands so much, and you think, I used to do breaststroke very well, and I want to get back into breaststroking. Probably it's not going to be as easy because of your severe arthritis, but doesn't mean you cannot swim at all, yeah? And give yourself a time scale as well. If we don't give ourselves a time scale, that goal will never be achieved. We will never get out of the house to actually do that. Yeah, so give yourself a specific time goal as well, and get out and do it, okay? Now, the next thing is, what gets in the way of being active? So some people in the previous chats, they did say, isn't it time? Time is a huge factor. We don't have time to do it. So like I said before, set yourself a routine and follow the routine. Don't follow what your mood is like. Follow the routine, stick on to the plan, yeah? Break down the task into achievable chunks so you're not put off by it. That 5-minute rule, I think, works really well for a lot of people. Yeah, just give yourself 5 minutes to do an activity and get out of it. Okay, that part of rather than saying, I want to clean the bedroom, let's say I want to clean just that shelf today. 5 minutes, I'll clean that one shelf. That's fine. You've still done something of what you wanted to do. Okay. And give yourself time. Book an appointment with yourself. Very, very important. Okay. So that time that you book yourself, okay, every day with yourself, make sure you invest the time to look after your needs. We are very good in looking after our family, work, and all sorts, but look after yourself as well. So use that time to sleep, catch up on it, relax, look after your diet, exercise, go out for a walk or go out for shopping, something that you wanted to always do. Try and do it in that time. Okay, because mental health is equally important. So connect with other people as well, okay? Money can be a limiting factor. Yeah, gyms are really expensive. So how do I actually become active? But there are loads of free activities that you could go and do online, like YouTube and Google it. There are so many different activities that you could do. Go out for a walk or book a Zoom meeting like what we are doing now with your family and friends, and put a music on and dance everyone together. Yeah, they're all something. You're connecting with people at the same time you're doing activities. Mood. I was talking about mood earlier on. Now, we have a psychologist who come to our patient group to talk about motivation and things like that. But one thing that he always says is, never wait for the motivation to come for you to do something. It might never come at all. Instead, just get up and do it. It could be that, oh, I really don't want to get up and go for a walk. I really don't want to go into the kitchen and cook now. I just don't want to do it. Keep saying that. That doesn't matter. But still get up and walk to the kitchen. And before you know, you would have actually done everything that needs to be done. Okay? So don't wait for the motivation to come. It might never come at all. Okay? So just get up and go for it. Okay? Energy especially someone said working for 12.5 hours, yeah, end of the day, the energy levels are going to be really low. But also remember, for someone who does less activity, okay, you will also feel less energetic. You feel lethargic at the end of the day if you don't do much as well. So getting up and doing exercises will actually help you, okay? Make sure you have a good diet. If you're not having a good diet, that is also not going to help you. It's not going to give you the energy that is needed for you, okay? Make sure you incorporate all those lovely colors in your plate, okay? We need protein, we need minerals, nutrition, we need our carbs. Carbs is the one that gives us energy. A lot of people go on carb-free diet, but carb is something that actually gives energy for the body. So you do need carbs as well. So incorporate everything in your diet. So that also will help you to give that energy. If you're running out of ideas, like I said before, YouTube, Google, ask your friends and family, and get on with it, okay? Right, there's one more slide that I wanted to share you, which is one of my favorite things, and that can be incorporated with a lot of areas. So it's called the comfort zone. So you can incorporate this with anything in your life. So this comfort zone is a strange place. You want it to be there. I don't want to go out. Yeah, I'm comfortable where I am. I don't want to stretch myself. Yeah, I don't want to go out for the walk. It could be that. You need to push yourself out. The next zone is the fear zone. It could be the lack of confidence. You find excuses. I don't want to do it. Yeah. When you push yourself, when you come out of these two zones, then you enter into this amazing zone, which is a learning zone. This is where you will learn how to deal with problems and challenges. You're learning new skill, okay? And this learning zone will actually become your new comfort zone, okay? Once you're there in your learning zone, then all you have got is the growth zone, where you actually find the purpose, you live your dream, you're accomplished what you want to accomplish, and then you go on setting up a new goal where you start again from the beginning. Yeah, and this slide can be used for anything. Like it could be that you wanted to learn a new language, or anything that you wanted to do, you could use this. Okay, to push yourself through. That is the main thing. Get out of the comfort zone, get out of the fear zone, and get into that learning zone, and there is no stopping you. Okay, brilliant. So that's all I'm going to talk. I'm not going to talk anymore, okay, because I know we've been sitting and listening for a long time. So I said to Mary that I'm quite happy to do some warm up and also some seated exercises with you all. But for me to do that, I really want more people to share your videos. We are like 77 participants here, and I can only see 2 or 3 people video. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to share your video. Otherwise, it's going to be boring for me to do it. Yeah, I want you all to participate. Yeah, it's not going to be me showing the moves. I want you all to show me the moves.
I want to see your face, please.
Go on. Well, thank you, Fidiki.
Go on, people. Share your video.
Yeah, you all are looking beautiful there. I'm sure you all have got fantastic moves to show us. Yeah. So I want you all to join in. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So many people are sharing. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for doing that.
Thank you. So what we're going to do is I will show you some exercises, seated exercise, a warm up, which is really good to do, especially now in this lockdown where a lot of people are working from home, sitting in front of the computer all the time. Some stretches to help you. Okay. And then Mary will be playing a music, and we are going to do some seated dancing. Now with the seated dancing, I will start off, okay? And then I want everyone to, so I said to Mary that I'll call out a random name and that person do a move. And that person calls the next person, yeah, and that person do a move. So it's 3 minutes music, I think. It's a music I'm sure you all are familiar with, yeah? So I want everyone to be participating in this, to be creative. Show us it. Yes, that's it. I like that moves. I saw a few of them moving. Brilliant. Thank you. Oh, sorry, I've got some screen. Okay, so but before we play the music, Mary, don't play the music now. We're going to do some warm up. I can't see myself now. Mary, can we come back to not sharing the screen, if you don't mind? So I can see everyone doing it. Is that possible to play the music that way so I can see everyone's move?
Yeah, I'll bring it down.
Brilliant, thank you. Because like I said, with the seated exercise or the seated dance moves we are going to do, we're going to follow one another. Are we all ready now? Oop, I can't see everyone now again, Mary. So if you
I'll bring the music down.
Yeah, but don't play the music now. I'll tell you when to play it.
Okay. Can you see us now?
No, I can't. I can see the, that's it, that's better, thank you. So I'm going to move the laptop down. I hope you all will be able to see me soon. Can you all see me and hear me?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So now what I want you all to do is to actually, if you're sitting on a chair, which is a wheelie chair, the computer chair, I would highly recommend you to move out of that chair and go and sit on a dining chair or a settee or something like that. Yeah, please, because I don't want any falls today. No accidents happening.
No accidents.
Absolutely. We don't want to be calling for an ambulance at the end of this. And make sure if you're wearing a footwear, make sure it doesn't fly off when you're doing something. Yeah. Brilliant. So what I want you all to start off doing is, we're going to start off doing some neck exercises. Like I said, we are very good sitting down in front of the computer or looking on our phones like that all the time. Okay, so we're going to do some neck stretches. I want you all to lift your neck up, head up, look at the ceiling. And bring it right down, chin to chest. That's it. Nice and slow. Don't do it fast. Be gentle and kind. Take it up to the ceiling and bring it right down as well. Good. So if you have any problems with your neck, just do what you can, okay? Or that's okay if you don't. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our chin to the shoulders. So look one way and slowly to the other side. So if you're someone working in front of the computer, every 20 minutes, take a break and do these stretches. Look one side to the other, nice and slow. Brilliant, and come to the middle. Now I want you all to roll your shoulders. Just roly, roly, roly. We put a lot of stress to that shoulder. Brilliant. And roll the other way, backwards. That's it, nice and gentle, nice big rounds. Brilliant, everyone. Now what I want you all to do is put your hands forward and clasp it. Imagine you all are holding a big ball there, okay? And try and push it forward so you feel a good stretch on your back. Just nice and push it forward. Okay, put your head slightly down so you feel the stretch. Hold it there and relax. Now this time, put your hands on your hip and take your elbows back. You won't be able to make those elbows touch, but just take it back to your chest. You're stretching your chest muscles. Brilliant, and relax. The next thing I want you all to do is put your hands forward or on your shoulders, whichever way you like. And I want you to just turn and look. Your body is forward. You're just twisting your spine. If you have any back problems, you can avoid this. Feel the stretch and slowly to the other side. Slowly, slowly to the other side. Feel the stretch and relax. Now put one leg forward on your heel and the toes, try and bring the toes towards you so you feel the stretch in your calf muscles. If you're someone who suffers with cramps and you're getting cramps when you're doing this, that's okay, you could stop doing. And relax. Now do the same with your other leg. Put it on your heel And stretch, bring your toes towards you and feel the stretch in your calf muscles. And relax. So that will do. I'm not going to do too much, but you could do this exercise probably every 20 minutes. So even nurses and healthcare professionals who are really busy in hospital, when you have the little break, yeah, try and move around to do these little stretches, which will actually help your muscles, okay? It's going to help you feel refreshed, you're lubricating your joints and stretching those muscles out, okay? Brilliant. So now we're going to put the music on, and I'm going to do the first 4 or 5 moves, and I'm going to, because I'm so far away, I'm going to choose, who should I choose? Anyone wants to volunteer for the next move? Come on, put your, oh yeah, I've got a volunteer. Okay, when I say, you unmute yourself, okay? Yeah, and then you could do it. Is that okay? Brilliant. And I want volunteers one after the other, please. For the full song, we are going to be dancing. Everything will be seated, okay? Unless you want to do standing. Brilliant, Mary, go for it. Put the music on, Mary. I want to be seeing everyone.
Enjoy the music.
Everyone, yeah.
Are you here?
Come on, I want you all to move. Out. Can you put them? And back. Kick your legs. Kick your legs. Come on. And we want to see that moon. Up there, or up there, and down. Or up there, and down. Up there, and down. Let's go down. And up. And down. Up. Down again. Good. Now let's do both the hands. Down. Brilliant. Good one. And also, I looked at the best Nigerian moves. I wanted to sing for it, okay? And all the moves are so difficult. The only move that I was able to do was this. They had a name for this. I don't know what it is. I've forgotten. That's it. Come on, my dear volunteer. Pick up from here. Are you ready to do your moves? Is it ready? Come on, Oyi, you can take over from me.
Okay. Can you see me? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, to the side. And you move your legs to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Who am I going to volunteer next? Who's going to volunteer next?
That's it.
Sister Mary, your turn, you volunteer.
You want to do standing, it's entirely up to you.
Call somebody else.
I don't know who else video. Ajadi, you're next.
You mute yourself once you finish, and
Shaking
the
her
next
head.
person unmute.
Okay, she's taking over.
Come on, ladies. You all have got amazing moves. Come on, show me your moves. Those groovy moves you all have got. Come on. So who's the next person? Oh, go for it. Go for it. Unmute. Someone put the hands up. Laddie, is it Laddie? Yeah. Come on, Laddie. Unmute yourself. That's it. And go for it. Show us your moves.
Who is next?
Laddie is doing.
Laddie, okay.
Laddie, everyone, or follow me. I'm copying Laddie. Brilliant. Ooh, that's a really groovy move. I want a lot of people dancing. I want to see people moving. Not just watch us dance. Come on, keep moving. You don't have to keep up with our pace or anyone's pace. You do it in your own pace. Brilliant. Thank you, Laddie.
We don't own a copyright to this song. We don't own a copyright to this song. We're just using it for fun.
Want to pick another person up, Laddie? Laddie, do you want to pick a person up so they could take over from you?
Who's taking over, please?
Someone take over. Oh, I can see someone coming
Somebody
to
should
take
take
over.
over,
Brilliant.
please.
Now, Laddie, if you could mute yourself.
I'll take over.
Go on, take over. Lad, could you mute yourself, please?
Okay, don't worry, I'll call
Sorry.
somebody. It will take over like first.
Go on, go on.
Okay, Pastor Yade, take over from me, please.
Ooh. All these groovy moves coming about. Come on, keep going, girl.
Okay, Olubumi Magbayi, take over, please.
Okay. Anyone else going to take over?
Olubumi, take over.
Yes, she take over the camera.
Who's taking over? I can see Piju. Piju dancing very well. Do you want to take over, Piju? Come on, let's keep moving. Whatever you feel like doing, go for it. Go for it, ladies. Come on. That's it. Move those arms around. Good one. And up and down. Oh, I can see those two ladies dancing there. Helen, you are two of you there. That's it. Do your moves. Could someone show me? Fediki might be able to. She does a brilliant bum shake. I can never do that. Can you all do me your bum shake? Oh, there's someone doing it. Ooh.
Somebody's shaking bum. Take over the camera.
Oh, well, my Fediki. Ooh, that's good.
Sorry, there's no bomb to shake.
Ooh, good one. That's a good one, ladies. Thank you for showing me that. Anyone else would like to take over and show us a move?
I think
Sorry, I can't see the screen. I can't see them.
you are sharing your screen.
Yeah, I can't see the participants.
Just take over, don't share your screen.
Oh. So who is taking over now? You're sharing your screen.
Your page will bring you out.
Golden billionaire. Again, the moon again. One more time. Anyone else? Ooh, someone is dancing there. Come on, lady. Come on, let's move. Even if you're sitting down, just move your hands around. You don't have to stand up to do it. Ayodek, she's enjoying herself. Do you want to unmute yourself and go? No, she says. Anyone else? You still got some of the song. Piju, you've unmuted yourself. Do you want to do it? Okay, let's go. Whatever you feel like doing. I just want this 3 minutes for you all. If you're all bored, then we could stop and move on. That's lovely, Esther. Thank you. Come on, billionaire. We all want to be millionaire. That's it. I'm copying some of your moves. Maybe whenever you want to stop and go, you can move. I don't know about the timing. Fedeke, you have to come out and show us your chicken dance. Where are you, Fedeke? That's Fedeke's famous chicken dance. I'll put her on limelight now. Oh, there you go. She is. Come on, show your chicken dance, Fedeke. Our famous chicken dance. Come on, Fedeke. Thank you all. Oh, someone is sweating. That's good. Thank you all for participating. Give yourself a round of applause. You all did an amazing job. Thank you so much for taking it as a sport and participating. Yeah. So you all have proved that you all can move whatever age or physical condition you are. You don't have to stand up to do anything. You could sit down and do the moves as well. Yeah. Just whenever you get your free time, that your time, that me time, do something for yourself. Okay. Brilliant. That's it from me, ladies.
Thank you very much, Diva. Thank you. I told you. Thank you. I've got some messages for you. Some questions, Diva. 1 minute.
Sure.
You can just answer them quickly. I've got some compliments here. Yeah. And I've got a few questions here.
Sure, we'll go for the questions.
Questions first. Oh, thanks, Divya.
No problem. It's been a pleasure. Actually.
Thanks so much for sharing this other form of exercises. Much appreciated, as I can do some sort of activity despite my back knee. Fantastic. Nice one. I'm already sweating. Somebody else, beautiful presentation. Beautiful presentation. Much appreciation. Thanks so much. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Divya.
No problem.
There's a question.
Thank you all for your comments. Thank you.
There's a question here. Somebody said that Okay. I used to exercise a lot, but I've less energy now. What exercise do you recommend for ages 40 and up? Is yoga good enough?
Okay, I would say age is not a bar to start any exercises at all. Okay, that is definitely not the bar. So the first thing that you said was the energy level. So for the energy level, I would say look after your diet first. Okay, make sure you have that colorful plate, a good proportion of your carbohydrates, your vitamins, your calcium. Yeah, we need all the components on the plate. Okay, eat well. That's the main thing. Sleep well. If you don't sleep well, if you don't have a good night's sleep, you're going to have less energy as well. So make sure you have a good night's sleep. Okay, put the screen down and have that 7 to 8 hours is what is recommended. Have that 7 to 8 hours sleep. Okay, and starting off exercises, anything that you do, start off simple, slow, low intensity. Yes, yoga is good, Tai Chi is good, going out for a walk is good, get into the pool and walk up and down the pool if you don't like to swim. Yes, any of those low intensity is good if you actually are a beginner. Yes.
Thank you very much, Diva. There's one more question to go. It's 2 in 1. Somebody said, when this question is from Facebook, from Facebook audience, when we are young, we do exercise until 60 years old. Can it affect us at 70 or we can still continue?
Okay.
Even when we are 70 years?
Yeah, like I said before, age is not a barrier at all. The only one thing that you will have to look after the older you get is if at all you have any other comorbidities, like say, for example, if you're a cardiac patient, that doesn't stop you from exercising. Just make sure you talk to your doctor to make sure you get the right intensity. If you are, let's say, diabetic, diabetes is quite prevalent in not just in your population, even in Asian population. So if you're diabetic and you're someone who goes to hypo quite often, then have a word with your doctor about it, how to maintain it. If you're someone who has got arthritis, stiffness, try and do some simple exercises. Water exercises is actually very good for people who have arthritis, polymyalgia, fibromyalgia, such conditions. Working out in water is actually really good. Again, so age is not a barrier. If you have any health condition, then do speak to your doctor or your physio before you actually take up something, just to make sure, because I can't give a blanket information for everyone advice. Yeah.
All right, Divya, thank you. We hope to bring you back again for a whole session of exercise.
Oh, I need more.
Oh my God, I really enjoyed that. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you all for having me, and thanks for being a sport and taking part. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Diva. Please, audience, thank you for coming. We have the last